أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم أنزل علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم افتح لنا فتوح العارفين وانفعنا اللهم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم لتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه نخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا. اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. من اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فإنما يضل عليها ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى وما كنا معذبين حتى نبعث رسولا وإذا أردنا. So I'm going to go ahead and read from chapter 8, which is regarding formulas. This simply provides some insight into the ability to pay attention to God's creation, the universal language of mathematics and understanding the natural world and even the nurturing world to some extent in the formulas that should make certain types of measurements or calculations easier or more universal. And here it says there are 4 major types of problems that we'll find used in this type of mathematics, which is more related to word problems, monetary understandings, or mathematical business understandings. This is the most common type of formula that will be found is one that has variables in the formula by plugging in given values for the other variables. For example, the formula for determining an individual's comic aptitude. So again, like I said, it could be the nurturing world. Comedy is typically used to get people to laugh or to have a good time, to enjoy life. But there are formulas in order to measure the aptitude of a comedian after the fact, because a lot of it is creative force. So if they say the formula for determining an individual's comic aptitude is the letter C on a given day is going to be designed or defined as QL over J, where J represents the numbers of jokes that comic or that comedian is saying. Q represents the overall joke quality on a scale from 1 to 10, and L represents the number of individual laughters or laughs that were generated. If a person tells 12 jokes, generated 18 laughs, and earned a comic aptitude of 10.5, what was the overall quality of this person's joke? So they're saying plug the given values into a formula in order to solve for an unknown variable, which is Q. So Q represents the number. Well, Q represents the overall joke quality on a scale from 1 to 10. So if we say C, comic aptitude, equals the quality of jokes times the number of individuals that laughed over the jokes. So 12 jokes were told, that's J. 18 laughs were generated, that's Q. No, that's L, excuse me. So L is the 18 laughs generated and Q is the quality. So here we say 10.5 times 12 over 18, and we get a 21 over 3, and the quality is a 7 out of 10. So way above average. Maybe not perfect. I don't know that there's perfection in joke quality, but this is a really good example of how mathematics can be applied to a measurement of even nurturing social activity where people go to enjoy themselves. It may be a lot drier than a comedian or a person telling a joke, but certainly it may add value to that person's professional life if they go back and look over the term or the long-term career of a person and see how they did with it. The actual computations are typically not very complex. Formula problems are tricky because the given formula is unfamiliar. Don't be intimidated. Write the equation down, plug in the numbers carefully, and solve for the unknown. Rather, write C equals QL over J. Look for the language such as what is defined and what it equals. And this is a good illustration of what we measure and how we measure. Again, comedy is something to be enjoyed. Mathematics is a measuring device to allow professionals in their field to see how they did or understand what environment they're in or how to correct for variables. An extraordinarily neat way of looking at the world. So I hope you enjoyed this session of measuring joke quality among the world of comedians. Take care. So.